One thing we've learned about poverty or people that are struggling is it's a lot more complicated than you would think. It's not just material things. It's not always just a lack of education. It's not always addiction. It's several things coming together in someone's life that really is just causing them to not succeed.
I was living on Whidbey Island, married, had a family, got divorced. Everything changed. I did okay for a little while, but then I lost everything, and including my children. Long story, but I ended up in Moscow and in transitional housing. Looking for a job was a challenge because when they see what your address is, they know that you're homeless. I had heard about the Hope Center from a case manager at the homeless shelter. I went and talked to them and they were fine with my address.
At the Hope Center, what we've done is just partner with people who want to go a different direction and basically try and bring resources into their life, things like a job, some money, but also just community, friends, people that are for you. Because I think lots of times people, one of the problems is they just don't have anybody that really believes in them anymore. Maybe they've had 3 or 4 stumbles or compounded failures, and pretty soon they're just ready to give up. They think there's no hope. Hence the Hope Center.
There just wasn't a lot of people in my life that were willing to take a chance on me. I did not have a good reputation, and I wasn't showing any signs of moving forward in a positive way. I was on the streets and just living from place to place and addicted to drugs. And finally, it started getting to a head to where I couldn't even, my daily life wasn't even worth getting up in the morning for. So I did sober up, and that's when I started working at the Hope Center very shortly after that, which was probably the best thing that could have happened to me.
They made it really clear right at the beginning that they were going to be involved with our lives. Like, this is not just a job. This is a lifestyle change. And if you're up for it, then we're going to help you.
All of a sudden, I had a whole team of people around me that were there to support me. Everything from financial to family to legal to medical. My whole life was broken. So there was just pieces left. When I started working at the Hope Center, that's when we started picking the pieces up.
I was afraid to even open a bank account. I mean, they took me to the bank. They helped me. They got me my driver's license. They would take me, there's no excuses. We're doing this, which was good because some people, we need that. We're scared. We're in ourselves. We can't get out of ourselves.
At first I thought just maybe if I just stopped doing drugs and drinking, that I'd be okay. And that seemed like a really hard thing to do at first, right? And then I started thinking, maybe if I'm honest and I don't steal to support my drug habit anymore, that'll be a good idea. Through the program over the years, the Hope Center would allow me to just be who I was, but slowly change into the person I wanted to be. And most of the people that were helping me were all volunteers, and I had never really been exposed to that kind of caring before, or people that had that dedication. And so it started to seep into my heart that I wanted to be a caring person. I wanted to care for other people and give back. They really taught me how to be a good person or how to be a sharing person.
So I live on Whidbey Island now. I work in assisted living. I'm closer to my daughters. That was part of the goal, was to be, back in this area. My next goal is to be able to save enough to move to the mainland, move off the island.
He said, where do you find yourself in 5 years? And I said, well, I'd like to be a mechanic. And that's where I'm at. I've learned a trade. I'm certified through ASE for automotive repair. I should have said the President of the United States. I didn't set the bar very high because I didn't even think I would achieve that, right?
What really puts meaning to the Hope Center is when you see the faces of the people, when you hear the stories, and really by their own doing, because we're not really doing anything to people. We're just providing opportunities. And they're the ones who say, no, I want something different in my life. And they grab a hold of those things. And when you see that happen and see people's lives just really completely change, the story is so much bigger than job training and life skills training, you know?